Yay. Yay. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Dude, I wanna watch this with everybody, and then hopefully we get a better idea of what is going on with the game. Cause it's Flats. And if you play Marvel Rivals, you should always know who Flats is. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this video actually. I didn't know that this was gonna be coming out, but let's watch it together. Turn this off real quick for the music and then just watch. Let's talk. Hopefully everybody can hear it.
Guys, it's time. 9.5.
9.5.
Probably in the midst of releasing my my season 9 season review right now. So hopefully this doesn't get too crazy, because I think that this season has.
I saw that on Saturday, Sunday. I forgot, one of those days, or was it yesterday? One of those. And then he was talking about how it's pretty much what I talked about the day after all the team ups release, which is that they literally give us just a shiny new paint of coat, but it's the same lemon that like you've been driving around for the past 9 seasons. Because nothing really has changed. No internal changes. It's just the outside. And Flats in that video was also talking about how the team ups now is completely neglecting the fact that it's a team up, because you don't really need team ups anymore. Like, in other words, every hero got reworked, quote unquote. And you're not really relying on your teammates to get the team ups. The team up benefits you get from teammates is like minuscule comparing to like you have that base team up of yourself. So everybody's doing their own thing, and you don't really need another person to enhance your stuff, which it's fair. Honestly, it's fair, because as a Fanta player, right? Like, the only team up that I get to really play is the Rocket team up. And the Rocket team up, with Rockets in the team up, it helps a little bit, but honestly, like, the way that everybody plays him, you don't really need Rockets around. So that's what he was talking about, like, for his season 9 review. But now let's go back into the team up, the tier list.
Some major issues. That said, though, as always, if you're enjoying the season, I am glad you're having fun. The way these typically go is it's basically just me yapping about characters for a little bit, how they feel about in the game. I am subject to change their placing at will, and I'm also subject to changing it depending on how I'm feeling on what we're talking about. AKA, if a character's really good in pro play, I might put it higher. If the character's really good in low ranks, I might not put it higher, but I will talk about it when I cover it. Or if in my games it's been really strong or really weak, but I could see it being strong in other places.
And I'm also gonna talk about, as he goes through the tier list, about what as a lower rank player, what I'm seeing, at least, or in quick play as well. I haven't really touched rank this season, to be honest, just because throwers, racism, like all that good stuff, like cheaters, all that good stuff. It's like, what's really the point of playing rank? Like, what's really there for you to climb? It's a flip of a coin, and that coin has let me rephrase that. It's a flip of a dice, and that dice has, like, it's one of those like Dungeon and Dragon dices where you have like 6 different sides. And all you need is just that one person from your own team, not even counting from the other team. All you need is just that one person that mess it up, messed everybody up. So yeah, I don't know who's like most of the content creator I've seen online. I don't know who's really taking rank seriously. Like I don't feel like anybody is taking rank seriously or should be taking rank seriously just because of all that good stuff.
Is right, whatever, etc., etc. First up, let's start with the man, the myth, the legend, the Captain America.
Cap.
Freedom is dead, boys.
I
Freedom is dead.
have not seen a Cap in any of my game. I played Cap on like practice mode, but I haven't seen Cap in a long time. Even in quick play, have not seen Cap in a long time.
That guy might be the worst tank in the game right now. I think he actually
It's unfortunate.
might be the worst tank in the game.
It's unfortunate. I really like Cap.
For second. I'm probably gonna put him here though, but he is really bad. How did he fall so fast? Well, there was this big season called Season 9 where they basically juiced up every single person in the game.
Yeah.
Cap, I think, got a health nerf during that.
He got a
His
damage buff.
trade-off was now he has the storm throws with Thor, but the regular ones are really not that great.
Yeah.
The team up enhanced version is actually pretty good, but then you have Thor Cap, and it's sad because so many of the characters
when you have Thor Cap, it's hard to hold space because both of these guys pretty much just wants to, be in their backline trying to create chaos, and holding spaces as two brawls. Sometimes it could be very difficult. Like judging from the games that I played, if you don't have like and also like the hitbox on these two, when you're a support or not support strategist or a DPS is trying to have them body block the damage that's coming in, like dude, like they just jump and they're out of the way, and now you're frontline and you got blow up. So yeah, like that team up, pretty much you take it for the damage boost, but you don't want to see the other person on your team. Essentially, you don't want to see a Thor with a Cap. And that means like you guys should just play dive. All teams should play dive. If like the other two DPS is not playing dive, then you're gonna have a problem.
In this game's base team up is just as good as the enhanced.
Yeah.
Cap is someone who really needs the enhanced one.
Yeah.
And so it's just Bucky team up way better though. Well, I think the Bucky team up is much better because you're gonna actually get a Bucky in most of your games. And it makes him much more defensive. So like offensive dive Cap is just kind of gone. So you just use the Bucky one, and then you honestly get a Bucky almost every
and plus,
game.
like, well, all his mobility and all his like
is actually still really good.
health gen with the shield and all that. Like
lost really hard
killed it.
When Season 9 dropped the everyone gets a team up and everyone is now broken season. Devil Dino. I think that Dino's made a bit of a comeback. I think Dino's
good at holding space.
Thing backup. If your thing
is Dino's pretty good at holding space right now.
They have no guns on the enemy team. Like let's say they're playing hard dive, like they're playing like Cat, Daredevil, Rogue. Maybe they have their own thing. I guess you could play.
Yeah, if you're seeing like dive is turning into a problem, and then you have a Dino on your team, generally I just go into Dino's bubble. Whenever Dinos has this territory up, like I just go into it. Like, and it was just like, dude, like, you're not gonna do anything about it. Like, just stay around Dino. Just stay around Dino.
On yourself, but regardless, as long as they don't have any guns, like no Bucky, no Widow, no Hela, you could play Dino and kind of run things down. Like Dino actually goes crazy, but it's a very specific interaction, a very specific time where he's good. Other than that, he's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So there's not really reason to pick him. And also Poke is really strong, and he's got a big
right now Poke is too strong in my opinion.
So Venom got some pretty big nerfs. He got the swing nerf, and he also got the E. Like his E gives less shield. If I'm honest with you, I haven't seen almost any Venom, but I don't think he's
like we've seen Venom in quick play. Venom is still pretty viable when it's like coming to quick play. I don't know about like high tier, high ranked anything like that. But like at least for Venom, I still like his playstyle. Like as a dive tank with like a very high survivability. It's just like as a Phantom player, I generally try to dive with Venom if we have a Venom. Unless, you know, like the other team's damage is just too high and just blow both of us up. And it's unfortunate. It happens. But I think Venom is still at a good spot. I'm not sure whether he's like B. I would say like he's still very annoying to deal with, to be honest.
And gone. I think he still can be played, and he still does his same loop of dive in, annoy their supports, bait out cooldowns, swing out. But
Yeah.
then he just takes longer to do it now.
Yeah.
He's more vulnerable. His time, like you can kill him easier. His whatever it's called, like his window of opportunity is smaller.
Yeah, like one thing I noticed as a Phantom player, like it's easier for me to grab him, and once I grabbed him, bump him out of position, like just generally if everybody's like on the team is on the same page, like he gets blow up and he dies. That's with like me playing Phantom though.
And his window to kill him is much larger. So I see so much less Venom. Apparently in pro play / like really high rank, he's still decent, but I haven't seen almost any. All right, this might be the hot take. I think Penny's actually still really good.
I think Penny is still very good too. Yeah, like she lost her CC, crazy CCs that like you just can't move in front of her, but like her bots are still like her mines are still annoying. She still gets 2. She's still very good at holding space. Like I don't understand. I don't understand.
Good. I think the nerfs hurt her ability to deal with anti-dive. Like it's harder to like fully stop like a black cat or something like that. But in return, she puts up her webs so much faster, and it's actually pretty easy to just double web a tank if they're walking in.
Yeah.
And on the maps, like for example, the New York map with like the drone scan, the vampire map with like the squirrel, I forget what it's called. All the maps where Penny was strong on before.
How long is it? Oh crap! How long is this video? I almost forgot to look at it. 40 minutes. All right.
She's still really
probably
strong.
not gonna watch through the whole thing.
She's still
but
really,
I still want to
really,
know.
really good. I wouldn't be surprised if Penny has the highest win rate. Still, but we'll see. Guys, I said Cap was the worst tank in the game, or maybe second worst tank in the game. The reason why I said second is because Poor went out for the lightning.
I don't know.
Thor.
I think Thor and Cap are on the same boat. I don't think Thor is like as bad. I don't think Thor is as bad. Or it's worse. I don't think Thor is worse. I think Thor and Cap are on the same level, to be honest.
Is so butt right now. He's so bad. There is no reason to pick that guy. Every niche he had is gone. Hela team up is bait. You
it
are
is bait.
never ever
you blow him up.
somebody. Unless it's by pure coincidence or luck.
Yeah.
With that team up.
Yeah.
Your Hela is not getting a kill fast enough to close that window.
Yeah.
You do not live long enough. If it was like the old one where if you died and then you got rezzed by your Hela getting a kill, I think it would have been fine. But you have to get the kill during the window of his death. A final kill, it ain't happening. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting rezzed. So you choose the Angela one. And the Angela one is definitely better. But like, then you're just playing dive Thor.
Yeah, you just dive
into
Thor.
the back line.
Every single game I see, it's just dive Thor. There's no like, and even if they choose the Hela team up, it is still dive Thor. They're still playing dive Thor, which is valid. But like, yeah, if you have, let's say, like if you're in QP, like you have somebody with a gun, just shoot him in the face, like GG's. That's GG's.
And then you just get things slammed and you explode.
Yeah.
That's it. They took him out back. R.I.P. Thor. Emma. I think Emma's insanely good.
Emma's good this season for sure.
Almost can pick her in most games. Pairs up really good with Mag if he wants to use the team up, although the Wanda one's just better. Just always solid. Good into the die that they're there. She does a lot of damage. Without it, I actually choose the Mantis team up more than anything. If you
Honestly, like out of everybody that's on the like on the tier list right now, if I, as a Fanta player, like this is super valid. I am very happy to see Emma. That means that I am like she's relieving some of the pressure that I have to deal with if we're in QP playing dive, and we like with Penny, like I get heal standing on the web, and that gives me a little bit more leeway and a little bit more survivability to like trying to push or like putting pressure onto the other team.
get the enhanced Mantis team up, it's disgusting, but just the regular Mantis is actually pretty damn good. Not much else to really say there. She's basically as strong as she used to be like in the back in the day, and then she actually technically is stronger now because now she has damage resistance during her ult. Ducting, yeah. Still insane.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, I've actually started to see people at the higher ranks start to choose the Fantastic team up over, or sorry, the Mr. Fantastic team up over the Torch team up.
Yeah, I mean, like the Invis team up is just way better, in my opinion. Like as a broad tank, the more survivability that you have, the more that you're out there throwing punches. It's always been my pick.
The Torch team up is still better, or at least more fun, but his survivability apparently is even better with the Fantastic one as opposed to the Torch one, because the Torch one he has to keep punching the entire time.
Yeah,
and it's the only way he stays alive is by feeding off of the other tanks. Oh, sorry, Invis. Sorry, it's Invis. Sorry, my bad. I keep saying Fantastic, but it's Invis. With the Invis one, his sustain is actually much better, and you actually get an Invis. It's much easier to get an Invis in a game than it is to get a Torch. And the Torch enhanced one's really not that great.
Yeah.
But the enhanced Invis is actually pretty good. So I think it's take your pick. I think I like the Torch one better, but regardless. Hood. So Hood, when he came out, had the Twitter sphere and the Reddit sphere.
Hood's interesting.
All clamoring that this guy.
I think Hood is interesting. Hood is actually pretty good, to be honest. Has an insane amount of pressure going into like the other tanks, and like he has guns, so like he can stay at like a relatively safe distance and still be able to put pressure behind enemy team. So I think Hood is good.
Sucks. This guy sucks. He's not good. He doesn't do any damage. And then every game I've seen of this guy, he is top fragging damage wise. He can run triple tank, Hood, and he is damn good. We actually just finished watching Spectating Rank 1 Hood. I learned a little bit from it. A lot of it, I mean, you'll probably want to watch it yourself, but like, you know, a lot of times you're just kind of poking tanks until you have an opportunity to TP backline and then looking for kills, as well as popping your veil in between the front line and their backline. So it's easier to kill tanks and it's easier to isolate people. Yeah. I think as time goes on, I think
like this season, poke is just too strong. This season, poke is just too strong.
As people will learn how to play him more and more and figure out where he's good. But already, I would say he's pretty damn good and pretty damn strong. And also, part of this, I would say the reason why I think he's an S more than anything is Cloak and Dagger's also really good. And his team up with Cloak and Dagger makes her legitimately disgusting. So the fact that he already is a really good character and he enables one of the best team ups in the game, I think propels him up here.
Yeah.
Rogue's right down here with Cap. Arguably one of the worst tanks in the game. Even in
Rogue right now, the survivability is just not good.
Is not getting
Brawl this season is pretty hard to play.
Even with enhanced perma,
like if you look at these right here, right? Emma technically is Brawl, but she has like the beam, which she doesn't need to aim about it. You just need to get close to people. You have Thing, which has the Invis team up that boosts up his survivability, right? And then you have Dino with the territory bubble, and you have Venom with his second life. So all these Brawl tanks are like they just have that tool to like survive longer. Where versus these three right here, like they just don't have that. Unfortunately, they just don't have that. Like it's just not enough for them.
Up. She still just dies. She explodes. Without it, she's handless. I can't put her any higher than C. And I'm only not putting her in D because enhanced, he's at least playable. Groot. You know what? I think Groot's also still really good this season. I think Groot was someone who I thought was actually like a lot weaker last season.
I think Groot is always going to be good because of his ult. His ult just brings so much value. Like you can just pair with anybody, and potential team wipe. It's crazy. It's crazy. Groot's ult. It's just always going to be crazy. That's why like he's always going to be like in higher tier than anybody.
With all the changes and he like being able to not be as good into Thing, where Thing was really strong, he didn't have his place. And I think with Gambit being back, honestly, it makes Groot even weaker. But I don't know what it is about this guy. He just never gives up. He's just always strong. You know what? I'm going to drop him down one. I'm going to say he's better than Penny, though, because he's more viable in most areas.
Yeah.
But he's just
and he also
solid,
counter Penny.
You know, because people are banning... Well, I'll get there right now. People are banning Mag. Mag has been getting banned in a lot of ranked games.
Mag.
So when Mag's getting banned... Groot's a pretty good option for playing frontline, playing like that main tank quote-unquote role. I'm not going to get into any debates about main tank, off tank. I think it kind of doesn't apply to this game, but I just mean like the more frontlining tank. Yeah, like Groot Emma like flows really well. Groot Thing a little bit less, but like Groot Emma's a big one. You're really good at isolating their tanks, really good at like big damage, because Groot does a lot of damage and also has a lot of survivability. Emma does a lot of damage and has really good survivability. So these two flow really
I feel like a lot of time the tier list really it comes down to like it's just character design. Like if you have a good ult, if it's like just easy to bring value from the ult, like the tier list sometimes it's just not going to change. So you just have to play the ult that has some ridiculous effect, and yeah, that's how you look at it.
Especially if Mag is getting banned. Mag is just yeah. All right, I'll spoil it. I normally do it at the end, but I don't think it's any secret. Mag is still the best one in the game, and that's why I said he was getting banned consistently. So if you're wondering why Mag's best in the game, same thing as last season. Nothing's changed. Sword covers his one weakness, which was range. Maggle is very good for so many situations, especially Cloak and Daggers getting played a lot more because of Hood team up. And he enhanced the Hood team up, so now you're killing Cloak and Daggers with that. Yeah, he's just great. There's nothing else to say there. Strange. I think Strange has fallen down the tiering rung. I don't think there's really a reason to play Strange other than to be a TP bot. Even against like teams where you want extra shielding, it's just really
that's
not
true.
Worth it. He doesn't really bring much to the fight.
Big shield, like I still punch through it.
Power to break through some stuff in his sustain, although good. I think actually is more of a net negative to have on a team most of the time because then you can't TP back. Tank pool, hot take. I'm throwing him right down here. I think tank pool is not very good. I think
Tanku falls under the survivability
his range at some point. I don't know when it was, but they stealth nerfed his range. And ever since they did that, he just feels bad. I know you can still jump backline and ult somebody. Like looking at this top area,
it's a survivability issue. Honestly, it's a survivability issue.
Or insane sustain. And tank pool doesn't really have that.
There it is. There it is.
I'm not saying like he can't be played. That's why like, you know, like these guys can be played. He's not like quite down here. He just feels like ass. And there's just, I don't think there's a reason to even pick the guy.
No.
Angela, I'm actually going to put Angela up here in the A.
No.
Angela.
Sustainability because she can fly away. It's really annoying when she just flies away. And then there's the Mirage team up. Like when you have the double with Loki, it's like people always aim at the wrong one and she just flies away. Crazy.
I think is actually underrated as a dive tank right now. I think that she still has the survivability and speed that like Venom kind of had before with the engages. And so like if you need a dive tank, I think Angela's more of your go-to as opposed to Venom right now.
Yeah.
And I think in ranked especially, like it's a lot easier to kind of pick off backlines right now, especially if people are running triple tank, 1 DPS, 2 support. Because your big option right now is Thing, and like Thing is really not that good into Angela. Angela's kind of good at avoiding him. You have to commit like your jump.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Block it.
To be honest,
I actually kind of like.
She's
Angela.
pretty good.
She's actually pretty slept on. And then last but not least for the tank category, it's Hulk. I don't think Hulk's that good.
No,
I don't
Hulk
think he's
is like
bad, though. But I
maybe
don't think he's very
B.
good. I think he's pretty weak.
B.
I think I might put him here.
Yeah.
But he's like low end of this, like low end B. I think most
Like
of the time
that
you have to
bubble
swap
doesn't
them.
really. That bubble.
like,
the
not-
the bubble is there, but it's not like. Like it's only there for a few seconds. It's not like the other things that can survive for like 10 15 seconds of like being just face tanking stuff. That's what Hulk is missing right now, is that the fact that he can only face tank for like 3 seconds, and then he has to jump out, and then he got CC'd, and then he dies. So yeah, it's rough.
not because like look who's up here. Emma, Thing, and Mag, right? All these guys kind of do a lot to him. Mag less so, but Mag just does big damage to him realistically, and then can save whoever he's on with bubble.
Emma can
He
grab.
just requires too much of a commitment, I would say, and so I honestly I kind of want to put him in a C. Nah, but like he's not as bad as Cap, you know. Either way, I think that Hulk is maybe like a specialist character. Like if you're really good at Hulk, you could probably make it work, but otherwise, I wouldn't really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be picking him in most games.
Show attack.
All right, there's your tanks on a DPS.
Everybody go watch show attack.
For DPS, I'm going to save best in slot for last because I think it's a little bit more debatable.
I
First up
mean,
is Black Cat. Black Cat is a permaban right now.
I hate her. As a Fanta player, I cannot. Like, it's the invisibility, the dash and backed away, the dash away and then invisible. Like, bro. And then the bump, like the Fanta grabbed and bump and she just disappears. And after I bumped, like she's not there. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Great design. Great design of a character, you know?
In ranked. So easily has to be in the S tier because of that.
Yeah.
I would say most of the dive characters are not that strong right now.
Besides
outside
her.
Of Black Cat.
Besides
One
her,
Black
yeah.
Cat can run your backline
Yep.
by herself.
Yep.
And
Yes, she can.
Annoying. Let's just say the obvious. She's a cool character with a loaded kit, arguably an overloaded kit, who probably gonna sell a ridiculous amount of skins because she's
Yep.
got the fattest badoink in the entire game. And that
True,
character
true.
has a 20-meter long iframe dash
Mhm.
that runs your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
What the is that?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that though, she has a normal.
Yeah, like Fanta's whole thing with the grab, it's just like, oh, like you're a little bit further, I can still get to you. Like with Spider-Man, I can still get to him. You know, like he's swinging around, I will follow you to the depths of hell. You know, Black Hat, she gone. When she gone, she gone. You look at her, she gone. You don't look at her, like your supports I did, or like your strategies I did. So, and then the strategy has to burn cooldown before I can turn around and help. And then I try to, like jump in and she gone. So, yeah.
Dash. And also, that it doesn't even have like a cooldown. It has like a 2-second cooldown. It's money system based, to which then she can pop invis and go invisible. Characters that have invisibility in shooter games have to be very carefully balanced because they can break the game and become extremely hated characters. Example I look towards in Overwatch was Sombra.
I mean, like, look at Panther before, right? Like, he has ways to like climb walls. He has ways to like, like just run your backline without even being seen to begin with. Like, that's how dive character works. At least to my understanding, right? And he has one-shot combo. So it took until the devs versus content creator that they got run over before they decided that, that this might be a problem. So I don't know whether we're gonna see Black Cat's nerf or not in the future, but somebody needs to run the devs over, essentially. until they're like, oh, maybe we messed up.
I think Black Cat's quite as bad as Sombra because Sombra also hacked you and turned your abilities off. But Black Cat, though, is really annoying to deal with because you have to commit cooldowns. Like, let's say you're playing Thing, right? Like, you're trying to kill for your backline, and you see this Black Cat coming in, and you jump to your teammate and you shift him. Guess what? It wasn't the real dash. It was
Yeah.
the iframe dash.
She's
still
gone.
has her regular dash. Well, now you lost your major tool to kill her, and she runs your backline for a few seconds and leaves. So she can bait your cooldowns out because you can't tell if it's the real dash or not.
Yep.
Kind of bullshit. On to the next dive character, BP. I think this guy got cooked.
Yeah, he got
They
cooked.
took away
BP
his
got
combo,
cooked.
and that's the only thing that guy can do, which
BP
is
got
really
cooked.
bad against metal rank players. Because if you have a one-shot combo like that against metal rank players, they can't play the game, and it's boring for them, and they don't enjoy it.
BP
I
got
think
cooked.
it's now
It's true.
possibly time to talk about rework BP. It's probably time to rework him. And the reason why, even though he's a really fun and cool character, he is either useless or problematic. And if you watch any high rank,
Yeah, there's no like all the buffs and nerfs that PP ever got. There's no in between. There's no in between for BP.
It's kind of boring for a long time because they basically sit there and do nothing until they have their moment where they get to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And then when they get their moment, on the other side, it feels horrible to die. It feels unfun. It feels bad. Even though if you climb the ranks, people are better at dealing with him by basically spot checking him to know he's coming. You still have to also consider the other 95% of the player base that actually plays against the guy
Yeah.
and is having zero fun.
Nobody
Fair
is
to
having
say,
fun.
Support players are
Nobody.
in desperate need in this game. If I queue up a ranked game, I can't buy a support player for my life anymore. And I'm always stuck filling because I'm the guy who's like, I'd rather win and play the game than ego and just pick what I want.
Yeah.
And I bet that's not uncommon through most of the ranks where people don't want to play into that. And so he's either going to be perma shit or perma broken. Black Widow.
There's no
I'd
in
say Black
between.
Widow's still
There's no
arguably
in
the S tier
between.
category. She didn't get any nerfs. Same as last season. As a 9.0. We're at only 9.5. Still super strong. Really good duelist. Really good taking flanks. Not as good, obviously, versus the dive, but nothing's changed. So I'm going to leave her right where she was.
Yeah.
Blade. Hot take. Blade was kind of coming up the ladder in 8.5. I think he's right back down in the shitter. I don't know if other people were seeing something I'm not seeing, but I feel like, 8.5.
No, I don't think Blade is that great right
I
now.
think he's right back in the bucket.
Because okay, as a Phantom player, can I win his 1v1? No, probably not. Can I win when there's somebody around? Yeah. Like if it's like he can do 1v1 and that's all he can do. And then when he is getting blown up, it's because like he's trying to do 1v1, but that's not the right situation. So it's crazy. It is crazy. And I can like hold him off until my support style addition damage or my tank turn around and helped. And he's gone right after that. Then he's gone.
He's right back in the poo bucket. Don't know what it is. He was kind of on the way up, and then I think the real thing is power creep. Power creep kind of caught up with him because like he was getting power creep slowly to where everyone else was, and then everyone else went up to the moon, and now it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Cyclops. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I was right before, and I'm still right now. Cyclops sucks. Stop playing that guy. I'm sorry. Okay? Last season.
He has his useless. I don't completely agree with that. He has his uses for like if let's say I am trying to brawl and dive into their backline, like Cyclops can easily clean up after me, which is like it's very appreciative, like it helps a lot when I'm having a Cyclops on my team because he also does AoE damage, and that AoE damage sometimes is exactly what I need in order to finish up people. So I think Cyclops is I don't think Cyclops is D. I think Cyclops is like maybe B or C, to be honest. But yeah, I think this is a little too extreme. And his ult still hurts. His ult still hurts. Still caught people off guard.
I got 4 or 5 angry TikTokers on my butthole talking about, oh my god, streamer, why are you talking about that Cyclops guy like he's mad? I got 70 kills in my ranked game. Okay, cool. Character still sucks. They buffed him a little bit. That made him slightly better. I think he's still bad. The reason why he's still bad is because there's 4 other characters do the exact same thing he does. So if you just took out back Widow, Hela, Phoenix, Elsa, and shot them all in the head and they all died, he might shoot up the ladder to like a B tier. But because there's 4 people who do things better than he does, he's awful.
Yeah, Widow
DD,
is pretty annoying.
People still be banning DD. What in the shit is happening?
Yeah, DD is
Why are
is
we
free
banning
eats.
that guy?
DD is free eats.
I don't think he's bad by any means.
As a Phantom
But
player,
why the
DD
f-
is
are
free
we
eats.
banning this guy? I think he's probably second best.
Yeah, his
Dive
chat is
character
saying
in the rest of the
PTSD.
roster. Hold on.
That's hilarious.
He's probably still second best dive character in the roster right now, but I don't think he needs to be getting banned. I think it's straight up PTSD at this point. Yeah, he feels low-key balanced, and I think the reason why Daredevil feels low-key balanced is because look who's strong. It's the big man thing and Emma. Big man
Yeah,
thing.
you got
Emma,
Grab,
and
that's
Penny
GG.
All strong. All strong makes him much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
One swap can kind of really shut him down a bit.
You're spending hundreds of dollars on this. A lot of deodorants use fragrance to mask body odor, which is basically the same thing.
DPS pool. I think DPS pool is probably the best Deadpool right now.
DPS
Problem,
pool is
though, with
okay.
DPS pool is the same thing as tank pool in a way, and the same thing with support pool in a way. Actually, no, not true with support pool, but mostly for tank pool, is it takes him a while to get going.
Yeah.
And once
The
DPS
build
pool
up.
gets going, he can be good, but he's so butt in the beginning that it's like kind of advantageous to start on tank pool, get a couple upgrades going, and then switch to DPS pool. But that's just a lot of work
Yeah.
to get something going for like the second half of the game, if you even get there. Good character though, but just takes too long to get going right now. Next up is Elsa. Elsa is again easily S tier.
Why wouldn't Elsa
didn't really
be
get many changes.
BIS?
I don't think she actually got. I think she got changed.
She's BIS, no? She's best in slot. In my opinion, she's still best in slot. Traps, guns, great mobility, great survivability. That's everything that you need in a character. Why is she only S?
That was it. And her trap was good versus dive, but that wasn't like yes, shutting down dive was very helpful for Elsa, but wasn't what was running the lobbies. What was running the lobbies is she just out damages everybody, and then everyone groups up for their support ults, and then she eats them all with her ult, and it's just GR. So it is what it is. Hawkeye, I think Hawkeye is still pretty bad. So like Hawkeye with the
Hawkeye.
team up,
Hawkeye who can aim is still gonna run. Hawkeye as a cheater will still run you over.
the Psylocke team up, like everyone was like, "Oh my god, this guy's gonna break the game." I feel like that didn't really happen. You know what?
Yeah.
I might even throw him down here. Hold on, I gotta make the F tier. We're bringing back the F tier.
Goddamn.
We haven't needed an F tier in a while.
That's
but we're
crazy.
bringing it back. The only thing this guy is really good at is just one-shotting you with
Yeah.
either his ult or headshot, and it's like borderline impossible to do that one right now. And so you have the Psylocke team up version, which is supposed to do crazy damage, but it just doesn't work in practice. It works in theory, it doesn't work in practice. Sorry, just the truth. Hela, I think Hela's pretty damn good right now. I don't know if I'd say Hela's S tier. I think Hela's the top of A tier, like the top. Unfortunately, this S tier crowd I think is slightly above. I think it's basically Elsa, Widow, Hela. Elsa, Widow, Hela is like the hit scan rolls, right? But damn good still. It's damn good. Torch. I think Torch is much better.
I think Torch is
But
A.
Poke is hard meta.
Yeah.
So because Poke is hard meta, he's not great to play in most places, but I actually think he's pretty strong.
He's actually
I
pretty
just
strong.
think that because
To be honest, yeah,
Widow,
he's really, really strong.
Elsa, Hela are all strong, he doesn't get picked very often.
Yeah.
So like I think he probably deserves to be here. But I think because of where the meta's at, I think he deserves to be here, but I think where the meta's at, he's supposed to be here. But I actually think he's like, if you load into a game and you banned Elsa, Widow, Hela, I think he could run the lobby.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because
That's a
of the
lot
meta,
of work.
he gets cooked.
That's
So
a
I
lot
will
of
put him
work
as the
for getting a
best
team just
down
to
here. But
have one
realistically, I think his
player.
potential's right here.
Realistically,
You forgot Bucky. Bucky is not hit scan.
Bucky
Bucky
is
has a projectile. It has a
projectile.
travel time.
Yeah.
Iron Fist. Hot take. I think Iron Fist is pretty good. I think Iron Fist is actually not bad. I think he's got some sauce. I don't.
Iron Fist is good. I'm maneuvering. Great survivability. I feel like Iron Fist's only downside is that you really need to know target, like which target to pick. That's the only thing for like Iron Fist. And also like a lot of his stuff, like you can't kill. Depends on like, you know, like which strategist that you're running against. Like you can't kill anybody. You know? You can't kill Invis if she like run out. You can't kill Luna if she freezes you on the right spot. Can't kill Gambit in one go. Who else is there? Yeah, it's just you can't kill Invis at all. So it's hard. Honestly, like yeah, it's hard.
I think he's like the best pick every game, but I think if you're good at Iron Fist, you could pick him every game and win, but it's considerably harder than playing something else.
Yeah.
I think if you are a dedicated Iron Fist player and you're like, that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to be the Iron Fist player, you can make it work in literally any game. I think you can play it into dive. I think you can play it with dive. You can play it into poke. You can play it with poke. He works everywhere. And you know what? I used to not really like Iron Fist that.
He's what Mr. Fantastic really wants to be, which is a jack of all trades, but a master of none, you know? Like, Mr. Fantastic wants to be that. But I feel like Mr. Fantastic and Iron Fist, like, they're just shortcoming. And then also Mr. Fantastic's damage is just not up there versus, like, percentage damage from Iron Fist. Percentage damage from Iron Fist is too good.
That much. Like, he used to be okay. I feel like he's kind of an honest hero. He feels pretty honest. The only thing that maybe is dishonest is his block behind you. But, like, I kind of get it. I get why it needs to be a thing. Next up is the man himself, Tony Stark.
Nah.
Actually, fun fact.
Yeah, it's not that great. Tony's not that great. Honestly, unfortunate.
What if you could clean your retainer at the touch
Tony
of a
is
button?
not that
No more
great
brushing
right now.
on tablets. Over 4 years ago,
Dashy was playing Rivals apparently for the first time the other day, and I thought about maybe watching it. And then I clicked on it and I saw he was playing Iron Man. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And you know what? That's probably so common. People come into Rivals and they want to play like the super famous, like cool characters like Iron Man, and then he's just butt. Like he's so butt.
You just get
But
blow up.
in those ranks, to be honest with you, but he's so butt. He's so bad. God, Iron Man is just cooked. Dude, honestly, why were they scared to just give him full gamma? They should have just gave him full gamma at the start of season 9. You know, like I know they were afraid, but like why? Like they broke everyone at the start of season 9. They should have just let everyone be broken. That was what they were doing anyways, you know? Unfortunate. Magic's just good every season. There's not much to really say about her. She's just strong almost all the time.
She's at B.
I think
She
she's better
is
now
at B.
because of the Hood team up, but we don't see her every game. She's not someone that people picks up every game and like runs the lobby with.
True.
I think if you bump into a good Magic player, they're gonna do a lot. Good Magic players are few and far between. And loading into a game, you're like, who do I need to pick on DPS to win? Most players are not picking Magic. You have to be kind of a specialist to be really good at Magic and actually play her a lot. All right, Mr. F going right here in the
Goddamn.
I know there was that guy who hit rank 1 on Mr. Fantastic, and he actually inspired a few people to pick it up after him.
Yeah.
But he's just butt. Actually, Actually,
think-
I'm gonna put him up one because there's actually two other people that I'm gonna put down here, and I think there's 3 clear F tiers.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely bad though. Sorry.
He
I
just
think he's
his
really bad.
it's just his damage. All we need is just a little bit more damage, just a little bit more. Like just makes him a little bit more scarier to be in your face. Because a lot of the time when I'm like in people's face, they're not scared of me, you know. And that's the biggest issue. Is just like, you know, I go big. I'm not scary. I'm just big. So I'm just trying to body block for people. That's what Fanta's good at. It's body blocking. And besides that, he's not scary at all. And as a DPS, if you're not scary, that's problematic, you know?
Not saying you can't get value on him. It's the same thing with Thor, right? Like you can technically get value on Thor, but he sucks. Like you have to do so much to get any value out of the guy. And if you're gonna play triple
Oh yeah,
tank,
and going back to ult design, like it's Fanta's ult. It's like it is. I'm there to distract or pay out cooldowns. That's it. Like I'm lucky if I get a kill and I combo into, let's say, like a strange ult or like, you know, like an Emma ult, then I can get kills from my ult. But I have to combo it. But if it's just by myself, oof, it's rough. It's rough.
play Hood, right? You play triple tank Hood. You play like Emma thing Hood.
Yeah.
Or you play like Groot thing Hood or like Groot mag Hood or something like that, you know? He now has a slot that's being taken by someone else. And it just kind of... Okay, next up, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's ass.
Yeah, Moon Knight pretty bad.
Moon Knight's
Moon
pretty
Knight,
ass.
fun fact, last season had the worst win rate in the game. And it wasn't close. Like, he was like in the 30s. He had Widow levels of win rate. Widow levels of win rate. Absolute butt cheeks. I'm talking stinky farts. Stinky fart from a butt.
Yeah, it's pretty
He's
bad.
still not good.
It feels
Even in
bad.
triple tank right now.
It feels
Triple
bad.
tank is
Play.
strong. Not playing
play
that
Moon
guy.
Knight.
Doesn't bring anything. Ult doesn't do shit. There's no reason to pick him. Namor. I think Namor's solid. I think he's solid, but I don't think he brings a whole lot right now. Dive's
No.
not strong. So, like, I guess
Namor
like
is
those rare
not.
games you're going to play against Black Cat and Daredevil, sure.
Not even Black Cat. Black Cat, you can't even like cash Black Cat. Namor's only there to counter BP. That's it. Like BP and Spider-Man. That's it. Like you can't, even as a Namor player, like you want to kill Black Cat, she goes invisible. Your squid stop looking at her.
Play Namor, but those are very few and far between. Otherwise, there's almost no reason to bring him. Phoenix. So Phoenix is interesting because Phoenix is much better now after they buffed her, but I don't think she's quite as powerful as she was before. I think she takes way more effort.
Yeah, Hela is still
I also
better.
don't think there's anything you're really countering other than Hood ult. Like her ult isn't as scary anymore to like get kills,
Yeah.
and Rocket's not meta. So other than killing Hood ult, I don't really know what else you would do. To be honest with you, I don't think she's like bad. I think she's still pretty damn good. But regardless, Psylocke. Hot take. I don't think Psylocke's good right now. I don't think Psylocke's good at all. I think Psylocke is
Damage.
below mid.
Again, damage
Psylocke's ult
issue.
is pretty strong. Other than that, like you're not really playing a whole lot of dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just doesn't bring much.
Her damage is not
Like
there.
think about it. Her whole shtick is I have a 2-second stealth to go into backlines. I have a 2-second stealth that I can pop endless, like back to back. As long as I got money. Scarlet Witch. Buffs didn't really help, to be honest. Didn't really do much. Witch is just kind of bad. There's just no reason to play her. Her ult's still butt. Other than unless you're playing like with people who like.
Yeah,
can't
her
win the game.
ult's still butt. That's true.
And even the enhanced version was strange, like better, but yeah, she just doesn't got it. Next up, Spider-Man. Hot take, I don't think Spider-Man's good right now. I think Spider-Man's pretty bad. Only thing that guy brings valuable right now is being annoying and pulling tanks off the map. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a reason to really play him. He's a pull merchant.
Her
Pull
merchant.
that's all I got on him. There's not much else.
Full merchant. That's funny.
Plus has a grudge against what? I'm just saying that's literally all he does right now. He pulls people off. He pulls tanks off the map, and then you annoy your backline, force them to use cooldowns, and then that's it.
That is true.
But like he can't come back fast enough. So
And
it's like,
if I'm playing
yeah,
Fanta,
the support
honestly,
can use cooldowns at inopportune times, but he can't actually get the
I'll
kills.
still eat him
Like,
alive.
He just makes it so that the supports can't.
I
use
still
their cooldowns
eat
to
him
save somebody
alive.
else. They have to use it to save themselves. Squirrel Girl. Oh, they got a party going on down here. They got a party going on down here in this F tier right now. They got a party.
Squirrel
Four
damage is
horsemen
not
of
that
DPS.
crazy.
Best in Slime, how about worst in Slime? It's just these four.
That's
And it's
that's
not even
funny.
close. They're all just so bad.
That's really,
Moon Knight's
really
the only one
funny.
that really has potential to maybe move up right now, though. Like the rest of these three are just one below all. Honestly, it's so
Ass.
bad. Star-Lord. Hot take: Star-Lord fell off a little bit.
I have been buying organic for 3 years. I thought the USDA label meant something. I thought it was doing the right thing for my kids. Then I saw what came off the strawberries I thought were clean. Here's what comes.
I think even B tier might be too high. I think Star-Lord fell off.
Fell a little bit because of damage.
I think he fell off a cliff.
Its damage
He
is
fell off a
not
cliff and
that
hit a big
great.
rock on the way down. I don't even know if it's because they removed the 25 HP from his role. It might have been. But I think the real big one is his team up with Rocket. Is it with Rocket, the res one?
Yeah,
Man, that
Rocket.
thing kind of sucks because like you put it down and then you go run in, and
And
then, you
then-
die, like as you're putting it down, you die and then you get res 2 feet away. Oh, it's Adams. It's Adam. Sorry, you can't not res. And so like if you die in front of someone, right, and you just put the res down, you just start resing in front of them, and then you just die again. And it's like, man, that feels pretty bad. That one feels pretty bad. Anyways, Storm. I think Storm is
Storm's good.
exceptionally good.
Storm's
I think if
good.
people learned how to play Storm, she would
And
be
play
dominating.
around Storm.
I think Storm
Play
is
in her
exceptionally good. The only
storm.
thing that's keeping Storm from
Play
being
in her
crazier
store,
is
and
the
that's
fact
so
that,
much
like,
damage.
Some of the hit scans
That
are
is
obviously,
so
like,
much
very unique to
damage.
her. I think people are starting to figure it out too, and able to utilize her a bit better.
Yo,
Her ult is
yo, welcome
bad.
to the stream.
I mean, her ults, I think, is more for forcing support ults out than actually getting kills. That said, though, her
Appreciate
neutral's
it.
exceptionally good, especially when she has the hit scan team up, like the Thor one. I think she's being slept on like crazy. I think by most people. I think high rank players have figured it out, but I think across most ranks, she's slept on. Punny.
Punisher's
I
good.
think Punny's okay, but I
Punisher's
think he's fallen
good.
off quite a bit.
I mean, like
think you
Punisher
get
is
away
like
with
you can
playing
play
Punisher.
Punisher in like all different types of scenario. I feel like if you're really really good at Punisher or like you're Lord on Punisher, yeah, it's just a full back safe bet, guns, shoot. It's really good. I think Punny's good.
He had a horrendous win rate, horrendous. When the stats came out, but I also think Mag being literally the best tank in the game is probably not doing him any favors. I think Rocket kind of getting nerfed really hard ain't doing that guy any favors.
True.
Because he's lost like the enhanced version of the infinite ammo because Rocket's not getting played. And then if Rocket was getting played, like the further you walk away from the ult, you're not getting the damage boost, which damage boost was kind of important, right? So it's like, you know, you don't really have the ability to sit there and just like pump the damage as much. He's really only used for breaking spawn holds at the moment. Spawn holds with Storm. So, all right. On to
Yeah,
Bucky.
any
This
flyers,
guy's
just
fucking
go to
insane.
Punny.
Bucky just took some roids or something this season. I don't know what happened.
I
but all of-
think versus Elsa, I think Elsa still takes the cake over Bucky, just because Bucky's projectile. But yeah, like, and at the end of the day, it's that if you miss your hook, that's too long of a cooldown for you to waste it. So if you miss your hook, then you know, like, Bucky needs to reposition and, you know, like, back up. Versus Elsa just have all this survivability, all this movement, and she shoots far too.
sudden that guy is just Thanos. I don't even really know what changed. Like, I genuinely don't know what changed between last season and this season to make the guy Thanos, but all of a sudden he's actually destroying 425 HP tank. I mean, it could be that. It's bad. Bucky's never been bad. Oh, it wasn't bad. But
Yeah,
it wasn't,
he's never
like,
bad.
Destroying like he is now. Like, you get picked. He gets picked every game. He gets picked every game now, and is destroying. He's insanely good.
Yeah.
Wolf. So Wolf got buffed this season. I actually think Wolf is slept on. I think Wolf is better than people realize.
No, Wolf is good.
Especially with triple tank being played a lot.
Wolf
The
is
only thing he's,
good.
like, not that great into is Thing, I guess, technically, but like they kind of trade each other. But if your Wolf just gets one kidnap, that's infinitely valuable.
Yeah.
He's really, really good. I would say Wolf is
Like
slept on.
if you know how to kidnap people with Wolf and then know where to kidnap people and get them corner, then yeah, Wolf is like super valuable.
much. Okay, so go to best in slot. This might come as a surprise to you, but it's actually, yeah, no, it's no surprise to me.
Yeah, it's Elsa.
Elsa from the band.
Still Elsa.
The only one I would potentially put is Black Cat. You know what? I'm actually gonna do a double. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna put both of them.
Yeah.
Because they're both permabanned in every game. I think they're two sides of the same coin. This is like runs your back on his dive. This runs your whole team down. And I think particularly with these two, if you leave them unbanned, your game comes down to who has the better Elsa or who has the better Black Cat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of boring. You know, unless that's your duo and you know they're insane, you basically coin flip the game. All right, on to support. Adam. So Adam depends what rank you're at. If you're at the highest ranks in the game, he's actually probably about A. If you're everybody else, he's probably closer to maybe D.
That's a
So I'm gonna
big
call it
gap.
even, I'm going to put him in B. And the
That's a
reason why that
big
is,
gap.
is you really only play him in triple support. Never play him outside of triple support. It's not worth it. That said, though, when you do have the triple support with Adam, he is very powerful. He is really strong.
Yeah.
But that is the only...
Uh,
Thank God I'm starving. Can you recommend a good place to eat, honey?
only time he can be played. He's the only time he can be played. So it's situational. But his
situational, yeah.
potential is very high. Cloak and Dagger.
Like when you honestly, like it's annoying when you finally wipe your entire team and then you heard that res and then you already blow your cooldown. It's a pretty devastating feeling, to be honest. And then you're trying to find where he is and you realize like he's like 2 blocks away. And then you're just like, dude, here we go again. It could be pretty annoying. It could be pretty annoying.
Throwing that in the S tier.
And his self heal is pretty good. Honestly, I think his healing output is really good. If the enemy Adam is like know what he's doing, like it's hard to get him down. It's hard to get him down.
Throwing that in the S tier. The Hood team up is disgusting. Gets played every game. If you have Cloak and Dagger with the enhanced Hood, whoo, that shit's no joke. Especially you ban Mag. What are you doing? You're dead. If you load into a game and they have Hood and Cloak and Dagger and you don't, you better have something else. You must have something good. You might be done. It might be GG's at the spawn room. Support pool. Let's be honest. It's been many seasons of people coping. Let's stop coping. The guy is not good. He is butt.
Support
It is a
pool
stat farmer,
is not good.
and not even a good one at that. He's a stat farmer. His only valuable contribution is in overtime. You can pick some tank pool. You have less than a minute, and he will have ult before anyone else in the game has ult, and you can try to walk them down quickly. That doesn't work 80% of the time.
True.
He is not good. And every season, there's propaganda about how this guy is good. And then the stats come out, and he always has a shit win rate. And then we play a game, and with my eyes, I can do the sniff test, and he's not good. He's bad. I'm sorry.
I think the sniff tab is
That's how
pretty
it
funny.
works. Maybe in triple support, he might be decent. But if I'm playing triple support, I want an Adam or I want an Ultron every time.
True.
Gambit.
True.
Gambit is still easily S tier.
S
But
tier.
he actually is no longer in permaban jail.
He's not.
Actually,
I've seen a
people,
lot.
If they have someone hovering Gambit, are now willing to let Gambit be played.
Yeah.
And when Gambit is available, I can proudly and happily say it doesn't come down to who has the better Gambit. However, 80% of games come down to, oh, they have a Gambit and we don't. GG's. Not impossible, but pretty bad. Because
honestly, yeah, Gambit is still super strong. It's still super strong. Like it's just like Gambit is not scary anymore when he's just trying to DPS. Like it doesn't happen anymore. But it's his ult that is just bringing value. So like the minute like our Gambit ult, you just run into it and then ransack your entire team. That still works. That still works.
Why? Your DPS and tanks save their ults up to have a big fight, and then they press one button, and their one support ult is stronger than your support ults and your DPS ults and your tank ults.
Yeah.
And you get run down.
Yeah, it's the ult.
If both teams have gambits,
It's
it kind of
just
just becomes a normal game,
Gambit ult.
where everyone has the potential to carry and to do well. So Gambit's interesting. I think he's actually no longer in permaban jail, but he's still banned quite often. Invis. I think Invis is acceptable, but not quite at the level as everyone else. The thing that makes Invis so good is her ults cage. So basically you jump on the enemy team, you cage somebody, you kill them. The only thing that I would say that keeps Invis in that area is that. Plus, she has pretty good survivability. I think there's a real argument that she could be a tier lower, but I am not going to put her there because I think she's still very good. Jeffy, the little land shark.
It's not good. Jeff is not that great. Jeff is not that great.
Technically has utility.
Jeff is not
He
that
technically
great.
has
Like the only time when I play Jeff, like I just have to make sure everybody's in line. If everybody's in a single file, Jeff is like crazy. But if your team decides to play all three lanes, like Jeff feels bad sometimes. Like he doesn't. I can't keep up when everybody's like too far, like apart.
utility. But I think he's actually about the same tier as Deadpool right now. He's really bad.
Yeah.
The only thing he's good at is speeding a team in with the bubbles. His ult has not power scaled up with the rest of the support roster.
His
healing is
his
not
ult is just bad. His ult it's just bad.
caught up with the rest of the roster. His DPS is not caught up with the rest of the roster. And his team ups almost make no sense.
Yeah.
The Venom one wasn't bad, and then they nerfed it. And the Deadpool one is just useless. Other than if you're like the Rage Bait Jeff guy.
No, the Deadpool one is actually pretty useful. I have to disagree. What up? I see Tour to Spidey and BP. Bro, yeah, like it's interesting about his tier list. And which makes a lot of sense right now too though. Like if you look at the top tier right now, it's all people that can live forever on their own. And that's how the tier is at the moment. It's just if you can live by yourself forever, then you're in the higher tier. If you need help, but you're still providing utilities and you're still providing value, you're here. You know? Like BP and Spidey suck. The only reason they are good is if you are so good they became annoying. True. Yeah. Like it's down here is like, you know, like it and you can only be annoying. It's not like you can honestly try, like you have to have help to get a kill too. It's not like right now like you can just one shot people anymore. It just doesn't happen anymore. So like it's like all these characters are all like, oh, I need help. Like I can only be an add-on. But if you're trying to be the add-on or you need help, you just pick any of these people, you know, on top. In a mosquito flying around occasionally kissing you. Exactly. Like everybody has utility to either get away from him or deal with him, and like their combo and mid combo just become useless, and now you have to run away. And it's crazy, you know? And these buttons that they have to not deal with you are in the shorter end of the stick. So yeah, it's like the CD tier right now. It's rough. It's rough. It is very rough. I want to put Fanta in C just because I play him, but and then he does bring like utilities. But again, like if I'm bringing Fanta to C, I'm bringing Cyclops to C too. Everybody else right now, I do feel like that's these four right here. It feels bad to play them. It feels really bad to play them. But yeah, these like sure, best in slot for Mag. I mean, like he's solo taking most of the time anyway, so like I don't fuck it, let him live, you know. But like these two, yeah, it's
I used to see a lot of
unfortunate.
used to use that.
No, it's not
Maybe
unfortunate.
plus
It's just this is
basically.
how the game is.
The little land shark needs a lot.
Yeah.
He's not
No, I don't think Jeff needs a lot. I think Jeff just needs a better ult. Like his ult is just so bad. It's just so bad. It's very like if you're trying to be offensive, most of the time you get blew up. And you try to be defensive, you don't live. And then you get blew up. So Jeff ult needs to rework. And out of the two team up, before though is genuinely so annoying. It is pretty annoying if you got eaten, but I think now we're in season 9.5. It's to the point that everybody knows how to deal with that ult now, so it's not that crazy anymore. Honestly, it's not that crazy anymore. And there could be so many things that go wrong with Jeff's ult, so it is what it is, you know. But I do think Jeff's ult needs some love.
Jubilee. Okay, I think
Like I could be 50 feet in the air, randomly Jeff grow external lens and grab me while I'm out of the zone. Yeah, like if so like the trick is like if Jeff goes a platform up, that means he's taking everybody under from the platform and anybody above from the platform. So it's like if he places it at the correct layer of the map, then he's grabbing everybody in the cylinder. Usually it's grabbing people like above for like, you know, like 20 feet or like, you know, like 10 feet or something like that, right? But if he's placing it in the middle, then he's grabbing 10 feet below and 10 feet above, which is like, that's crazy. At the start of the game, had a crazy dumb hitbox. It's, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, you know, like they can't revert back into that now. They have to, you know, like keep it as is or rework his entire ult, because it's just now as the game is progressing, like his ult just doesn't make any sense anymore. It just doesn't. And I was saying too, like, you know, like Jeff, like if we're playing like domination, for example, right? My team better be like straight. Like, and if my DPS decide to contest the other lanes, they better be looking for my bubble. Cause I like the minute I move my water away to heal them, my tank's dead. Like it just can't keep up. Like his water stuff can't keep up anymore, and it's crazy. It's crazy that if I'm not directly just trying to constantly heal people, then they got blew up.
a lot of people may be ecstatic to hear. I actually think Jubilee after the buffs is fantastic. So right now we're playing in
I refuse to believe that.
a hard spam meta. Where we're almost
No, there's still good.
triple
There's
tank,
still
double
good
tank.
tubes. I believe there's still good
Jubilee
tubes.
is very good at pumping.
But I'm playing QP, so like it's rare to see a good tube.
Similar to Deadpool, however, she actually has a much more useful ult, and she also can do two things at once. She can be doing AoE healing on the enemy, as well as AoE healing on herself and her backline. And then also the
Damage.
enhanced hood team up allows her to just constantly have the hit scan form.
Yeah.
Never mind the blind / vulnerability. So she has extra utility that's being taken advantage of in these big brawl fights. I think she's much better now. The team up buff was real, yes.
Yeah, a lot of time is like your teammates doesn't, or like your tank doesn't know when to get out of her little dome. So that needs to be something that people need to watch out, because when you're in that dome, you're just getting constant damage.
Agree, but also they did buff her normal. damage. I think they gave her +1 healing, +1 damage to every bullet, every shot she makes. The problem was never her explosion of her orbs or her orb in general. It was always just like in the neutral. She just didn't have. Oh, it's +2 to healing. Holy shit. But yeah, with the team up enhanced version, Hood gets played a lot if he's not banned. I think she actually works really well. I think she works really well as like a second support. And I'll get who she works with well in a second. Loki. Loki depends on what rank you're in again. If you're playing at the really high ranks, like the top 500 ranks, you're playing Loki almost every game because Loki basically is just using a second support ult. You get a second Cloak and Dagger ult, you get a second Gambit ult, whatever.
Yeah.
For everyone else,
And also his Lambs technically is an ult too. So you get double ults that heals people like crazy. And then like it's just it's Loki is good. I've always think that Loki is just a lot better. I just downloaded a Pokemon card game on my phone, a Marvel Snap. They're both so fun. Are you playing the TCG? Pokemon TCG Pocket? Because I was playing that for a little bit and then I quit. Yeah. Like I had a lot of like maybe like the first couple tier I had like pretty much I was collecting all the cards, but then I was starting to realize I was spending too much money onto it, so I had to stop. Unfortunately. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's very, very fun. I haven't got to Marvel Snap yet though. Like I actually want to like check it out. But like Pokemon cards, really fun. Like collecting for free. True. If you're just doing it for free, then yeah, like it's a good, you know, it's a good little game to play around, and then you get to like a free pack every day or something like that. But then if you're like me who likes to collect things to the fullest, then no, like don't play that game. Like you're gonna be like, oh, like it's just $20 a month, and then you're gonna be like, oh, it's just $5 more, and then the next thing you know, you're spending like $200 in a month. I've always agreed with Flats, or he's gonna snap me. And Flats a big dude. Flats a big dude. Like he'll mess you up. But yeah, so far his tier list, there's only a few points that I'm experiencing myself that I feel like it's not true, but for the most part, I do agree with what he's saying. It's generally built like a tank. Yeah, he is. He really is. He will mess you up. But yeah, we're almost done. He has like what, 5 more people to talk about?
I feel like people probably sleep on him a little bit. I know he got a buff to his missiles, like they go slightly faster.
Yeah, Loki is still
overall,
good.
Though, I
Loki
think
is still good.
The only thing that keeps Loki for me coming up here is that most games people don't play him.
Yeah.
Because he's a little bit difficult to fit in. Or sorry, he's not difficult to fit in. He's difficult when you don't have Gambit Cloak or you don't run triple.
Like I would never trying to Loki Cloak support pool is useless. Like Jeff, from time to time, pretty useless. Like I would rather copy Jeff than copy support pool, because support pool is just, there's a whole other thing that you need to like be doing, which is like too much, you know? Jube is a good copy, I would say. Invis is always a good copy. Everybody down here are all pretty good copies, to be honest. They're all pretty good copy besides White Fox. White Fox is not a good copy to be copying. I used to thought White Fox, I feel like this season, White Fox just gets blow up in her ult too often. Like she's not a good copy anymore. Which sucks.
Like triple, Loki's great. Your Gambit or Cloak, great. If you don't have those two.
Even when your room is 80 degrees, your bed can be 55. That's the pod. A cooling cover that fits.
You're suffering a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't quite put him all the way up there. Luna. I think Luna's very good.
Luna should be best in slot, no, because she's Guan or what's his name's favorite.
Right now, but very solid. I think the only thing that's kept Luna from going back up to the next level is
her legendary skin's not enough.
Just Cloak got power crept, and I think Gambit's being played more.
Yeah.
So because Gambit's around. If Gambit's around, Loki's getting.
I still think triple support with Luna as a DPS is still OP. It's still OP.
Played.
It's still OP.
If Cloak's around, you probably actually want Jubilee because you're just pumping heals at that point if you're not gonna play Loki. But like Luna Jubilee is like not bad. I think Luna into certain comps like
Flooded his name, but I knew he wore a suit cover with Luna's face. Yeah, that's his name. Like Danny, right? That's his name. I forgot. This was something start with a D. But like, yeah, like that's him. Like he's the EOMM agent. He's the Luna agent. Right? It's bad. It's bad that you're like, as a company, you blatantly just say like, dude, this is our favorite, so suck it. Like, damn, bro. Like,
if you're playing in a Strange or Thing, it's actually pretty decent because like you just cleanse the ults off yourself. She's still exceptionally good, like exceptionally good. The only difference, I wouldn't say she got worse. I just think these ones got better.
Yeah.
Gambit got unlocked. That's all.
yeah.
Mantis. So Mantis is also again like exceptional.
Mantis is good. Mantis is good if your support actually knows how to play Mantis. Mantis is ass if your support is trying to learn Mantis. Like it's bad. It's bad if your support is trying to learn Mantis. Not good.
Exceptional. Getting banned in a lot of games. Not perma, but getting banned in a lot of games. I think if you're not in the really high ranks, you're gonna be a little bit.
Another thing I can't defend rivals with is if you remember that whole Storm drama thing. Yeah, last week, right? She is the only woman in the game to not get a legendary summer skin as her first summer skin. Like we talked about this last week, no? But yeah, like it's a thing. It's a thing. But like they're course correcting it, no? Like they're gonna change it into a legendary. So hopefully they'll do better in the future.
Strap for heals because not everyone's used to playing with Mantis. But if you have one really good DPS player on your team and you're like, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to damage boost that guy consistently. You will win so many games.
Yeah.
Rockets. I think Rocket fell off a little bit.
Rocket is still
I think he's
good.
Playable though.
Yeah, Rocket is still okay.
I think
Rocket is okay because of the revive and also the ult is still pretty useful. Yeah, but still it makes you scared to meet Double G. Yeah, like it's like I said before, it's the culture shock, it's the culture difference. Trust 90% of the people that if you go to China and you actually meet them, you'll think they're racist because they just have different culture there. Like it's different. He's gonna lock me in a backstage room. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's human trafficking. That's not the same thing, Faith. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. I hope Double G is not that kind of person as a human trafficker, but you know, nowadays you never know. It's 2026. You know, you never know. If people eat bats in China, you know, you never know. Sorry, that's racist against Chinese people. That's fucked up. That's fucked up to say.
The res beacon's always valuable. I think his ult's still okay. Like, obviously, the fall-off range thing sucks. He's solid for ranked, especially on control, just being able to have that respawn. But yeah,
yeah, the respawn
respawn
is still good, in my opinion.
Do play Rocket on those points, he can feel pretty strong.
And Rocket it's annoying to kill. Rocket is very annoying to kill.
If you just hide in a corner and go run away and hide.
Yeah.
Ultron. Again, Ultron depends on what rank you're playing in. So I'm going to put him here in B as well.
Ultron's easily shut down. If he's flying too low, any bra can get him down. And if he's flying high, you just go Punisher and call it a day. Punisher, Star-Lord, any hit scan, just, you know, get him down. Get him down.
9% of the player base or 98% of the player base, he's not really that useful.
Yeah.
However, if you're playing in top 500 or in the really high ranks or pro play,
if you're really determined, Iron Fist can still get him. Exactly. Like Iron Fist is crazy against flyers. Not as much as like Iron Man, because Iron Man can start burning you from like a mile away, which can be pretty annoying. And then after you did the block, you're still falling, so you have to jump back to him. And then during that time, he pretty much burns away your thing, your shield already. So like, but besides Iron Fist, I mean Iron Man, everybody else, it's like it's free eats if you're flying. Yeah, Iron Fist is good. Iron Fist is pretty good against flyers.
Basically permaban the entire time or perma played because they're playing triple support, Atom, Ultron, and then either like Cloak or Invis.
But yeah, if the Iron Man didn't see you coming, oh yeah, it's free eats. It's still free eats.
Or whatever the they're running, right? But for everyone else, he struggles because they don't want to play triple support. They want to play 2 support, and he does not fit into support very well. So I put him here as like this is for the everyone. You know, these guys have exceptionally high highs when they're played correctly and in the right spots, but everywhere else, they're not good. Last but not least, White Fox. I don't think the
White Fox is ass this season. White Fox is pretty ass this season, in my opinion. White Fox is White Fox has to be playing triple support, I feel like now. Like her anti-dive ability is not that great against Black Cat anymore. Like you can't find her. Nobody can. Like goddamn nobody can. And then her ult, it's just you get grabbed, you get stunned, you get all the CCs, and then you get blown up.
White Fox bot.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought you were gonna say Rice Fox. Rice Fox. Rice Fox. I mean, you're not wrong though. It's true. It's true. But that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Did you? I don't know if you saw this news. This is like nothing like nothing Marvel related. Technically she's full of rights, but everyone is. I don't know if you saw this thing. That was a TikTok reel. I was like, I don't know. I was doing scrolling and it was like some girl wanted a K-pop theme birthday party, and then her brother was like throwing it for her. So he asked her like, who do you want to be like the main dude? And she told him that she wants the one guy that like makes Korea crazy. And then but like her brother didn't know anybody about like K-pop or like Korea or like none of that. So like he just Googled that phrase about, you know, like the one man that makes Korea go crazy. So the dictator from North Korea popped out in his search. So that whole birthday party was Kim Jong-un. Like the whole entire birthday party. Yeah, he makes her, yeah, exactly. And it's so like the whole birthday party. Like his sister was expecting like K-pop stars and like, you know, pretty boys. Instead you get it was bad. I was dying. I was like, oh no, bro. Oh no. But you can't blame him. You can't blame him because that's literally what she said. You know, like that's literally what she said. Kim Jong would think he's a K-pop. There's a what's the full name for BTS? I know they have a full name of something. There is like what's the full BTS stands for? Bulletproof Boy Scouts, right? And then there's a because like BTS in Mandarin or in Chinese has a different name, and it's directly translate that to that. It's like bulletproof, right? Like so, like, you know, like it's bulletproof. But But the first word, the bullet, you can switch the words in Chinese into nuclear. So there's actually a photo in, this is like a Chinese meme, but it's like nuclear proof Boy Scouts. And then the boyfriend is actually like Kim Jong Un, like Bush, like Putin, like it was bad. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Give me a second. I want to show you this. This is messed up. The Orange Man probably. I don't remember the exact members anymore, but I know it was like a bunch of. There it is. So you got like, oh wait, no, not these guys. There has to be, where's the newer one? It's like a whole meme. This is all just Kim Jong Un. This is all just Kim Jong Un. Where's the? Oh yeah, like so, like you got like Putin, you got Kim Jong Un, you got like President Xi from China. Like it's yeah. Oh yeah, there it is, the Orange Man right here. Yushu is always probably there. It's just, dude, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, I think Taiwanese people are like a very funny group of guys. Like we're really, really, really hilarious when it comes to like bullshit. But like, dude, it's. I think it's genius. I think this is genius. But yeah, BTS. So every time I heard the word BTS, I think about the word BTS. It's always like, oh, like yeah, like there's always the nuclear TS.
Offs did anything. I think that she's maybe slightly better than she was last season.
Yeah.
Slightly.
White Fox? Rice
that,
Fox? Yeah, she's not good.
Dive isn't getting
She's not
played,
good.
So you don't need the counter dive. Her healing is not kept up with the rest of the roster.
True.
You will lose most of your games if you play White Fox.
True.
I lost most of my games with White Fox on my team.
True.
And especially the stubborn ones. I don't know what it is. No offense. White Fox players are f***ing stubborn. I don't know why, because she's like one
You know why? Because they're Koreans.
of the more technical, skillful supports that they've added. So people feel inferior to having someone play Invis or Luna or Jubilee or something like that. They don't swap. I don't know what it is.
It's because they're Koreans.
White Fox players are better DPS than some DPS players, or most DPS players. I don't know what it is, and it pisses me off. Regardless, though, when a dive meta comes back, maybe she'll be better, but I also think she just doesn't keep up with the rest of the roster. There you go, though. That is all of your supports. Now for best in slot.
There's only one person.
I think across all ranks, it's still Gambit.
Really? I think across all rank right now is Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger has insane survivability. Her ult still like can wipe out an entire team. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Gambit's ult is like, I think it's just a design flaw for Gambit's ult to be that strong, but Cloak and Dagger's ult is, I feel like it's equally as good. Yeah, I don't know.
However, at the highest rank, it becomes Mantis.
Interesting.
But I'm not
Interesting.
putting both. The only reason why I put 2 DPS is because these two are the same sides of the same coin. For most of the player base, Mantis is not broken because they don't play her in double support because they don't think she has enough healing.
Interesting.
And they're not using the damage boost properly. Gambit can be played as a normal healer. You can just sit there and heal.
Yeah, you can.
press
You
your
can.
bloody Q button
You
and
can
your
heal
team
about
runs
it.
them over.
You can
do
heal
this
about it
anywhere.
until you get ult,
Most
and then you
players
win.
can't do this anywhere.
Yeah,
This works everywhere. Highest level, metal ranks, doesn't matter.
true.
Mantis, exceptionally powerful at the highest ranks. Gets worse as you go, the lower you go. Cloak, super good. Gambit and Cloak, no. Cloak is not. I would say Gambit is still better than Cloak.
Mm.
The only thing I would say is if you are playing Cloak, it's because you're playing Hood Cloak. And then at that point, why don't you just play Gambit Hood Cloak? At that point, why not just do that?
Mm.
Anyways, that's your list. That's your season 9.5 tier list. Get your bitch ass back to the beginning. I know you said that again. You're going to miss everything. 'Cause you're going to be like, why is Adam and B? I talked about it. It's a complex topic. Get back there. I see you.
GG. This is a pretty interesting tier list. I majority of it, yes, I do very, very agree. And this is even like, this is how you feel in quick play. This is how you feel in quick play. Like, you know, like you're in front of him, you die. You have these two in your lobby, it's hard to deal with. You have this person with just one button. Why is his finger so long? Because he's a big guy. Because he's a big guy. Because he's a big guy. But yeah, like, so yeah, like, yeah. These four, yeah. S tier for sure. S tier, I would say S tier. Like, it's easier to fall back to him. It's just Bucky is not really good at dealing with flyers. That's the only drawback from him. Like, if there's like a really, really good flyer flying around, like, you just maybe not play Bucky. Like, just you can have an easier time to go any of the other hit scan characters than having Bucky. His ball does draw people, but like, if your team doesn't follow up with that hit, there's nothing that he can do. Yeah. For the most part, yeah, I think this is pretty accurate. This is a pretty accurate tier list. Pretty accurate tier list. GG's, Flats. GG's. All right, let me use the restroom, get some water, and then I'm gonna try to climb to not climb, but like get my Fanta this week to champion. I feel like that's the it's long overdue. It's long overdue. Let's go.